stream started.
Hello. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Huh. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you? So, today I was switching between calm and slap and attack every 5 seconds. Well, that sounds exhausting. Yeah. I was reading Twitter. I cannot say I was watching. Well, I suppose I stare at Twitter like it's a kind of freak show. Sometimes. I was reading Twitter. And basically, again, I started seeing, what to call it, depressive tweets. Not in the sense that make me depressed. In the sense there is a lot of people that is actually depressed. Yeah. And I find it that very interesting. It's the kind of tweets I often see before a VTuber graduates. Basically, I see them post a lot of depressive / introspective tweets, and like 2 to 6 months later, they graduate. Yeah. I had noticed that. So I was reading through the tweets, trying to understand, right? Why do they I was going to say behave this way, but I guess they don't really do it on purpose. I don't know, it's just a bit hard to understand why they do, or why they think the way they do. Yeah. Basically, I saw this tweet of a VTuber that was basically saying, not really burnout, it's more like this VTuber is an introvert that joined the VTuber community, entered with lots of enthusiasm, made a bunch of friends, and eventually entered certain circles, right? But then they started to notice that people in the circles she called friends never actually invited her to collabs, right? Like she was like an outcast, even though she always was friendly to everyone and really didn't have problems with anyone, right? And then she basically spiraled out into a basically low-key depressive episode, right? Because she seems like all the effort she put on into the community, like trying to make friends, trying to keep her community happy, didn't really work. Or like it worked, as in she put the effort and saw some success, but then she was like cast aside, sort of thing. Yeah. I don't know. I half understand it and half don't. Yeah. Because I do understand the desire to belong, right? And I don't understand, and I understand the desire to have friends and that kind of stuff, right? But it's not really something that is like a cornerstone of my effort and self-worth, right? Maybe it's because
Did she ask for collabs?
yeah, from what I understood, she did. Yes, it's more like she was never invited. She was always the one starting the collabs, right? And if she didn't ask, she was not really invited. Yeah. And she felt like she was being like set aside, basically. And I think the reason why I don't really get it, or like I half get it, I half don't, is because after that incident on the rooftop, I became not someone who was alone. No, wait, that's not the right word. I was not someone who was lonely. I became a loner, right? It's very different feeling alone from being alone, right? Yeah, it's almost as if she requires the acknowledgement of her friends and community to feel some sense of self-worth. Yeah. And from my point of view, doesn't really quite register, because I completely shifted my foundation, my pillars. My pillars are very independent. They are very, what to call it? Self-reliant, kinda. My sense of identity and self are not really connected to other people or things. Yeah, they don't depend on external factors, basically. Yeah. So I do get it, and at the same time I don't. Yeah. That's also why I am basically, for the most part, immune to sad events. Like, I don't really feel that bad from failing, and that's what gives me my kinda stupid amount of patience, right? But at the same time, I don't get that much enjoyment from like music, art, and that kind of stuff, unless it's really, really, really extremely good. Yeah. I don't know, it's a very interesting a double-sheeted sword. That sounds kind of weird. Double-edged sword. Double-sheeted sword sounds like a sword winning a sheet, winning a sheet. Double-edged sword, yes. On my case, I'm like more. Yeah, it's like I'm immune, but also I react less to external stimuli. Basically, yeah. And because I'm, more focused on my own sense of self and values, I cannot be moved by external forces, but at the same time, I cannot really do the thing that other people do, where they basically can make themselves the clown of the class and not be, not feel humiliated. Yeah, I cannot really be the clown of the class. My pride wouldn't really allow it. Yeah. It's very interesting to think and analyze it. Yeah. I wonder why. I don't know. You're an interesting specimen of human. Yeah, I'm a very weird case. I call, well, how to say it? There was this weird passage I read somewhere. I don't know if it was the Bible or another book of those. That basically they were saying that basically something like God was like a lighthouse that helped humans find their way without crashing onto the rocks in the middle of the darkness of the storm, right? So people cling to religion for that reason, right? They need a lighthouse, a point of reference to define themselves. They define themselves by telling what is not them, right? They say all this is everything else, so whatever is left is me, right? Or the other way around. All this is me and anything else is not, right? So they basically need a point of reference, right? They cannot define themselves. They need another to basically distinguish themselves from like everything else. They need to define themselves by comparison, and I don't, right? I'm like self-reliant. I'm my own lighthouse, basically. Yeah. So I basically an anchor myself. I'm the foundation. So basically I cannot really be shaken without really destroying myself first, right? So I would die before I lose my sense of identity and self-worth, right? Which is why I don't quite understand the others, but I see their point of view, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they need something to guide them, right? They need a rock to push from, right? If not, they are basically floating in the void. They need something to use as a stepping stone to push themselves in any direction, or a lighthouse to guide the way, right? Either to tell them where to go or where not to go. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you probably have one, just have not realized it yet. Yeah. Sometimes people don't really get it, where their guidance comes from. Yeah. Or maybe you don't have one like me. You are like your own cornerstone. Basically, I'm the bootstrap paradox. That's why I love it so much. I'm capable of pulling myself up by my own bootstraps, right? I don't need something to push from because I'm the rock itself, right? Sure. It doesn't come from you. Well, maybe you just need to sit down and think about it for a little bit. Yeah. It took me hours to actually figure it out when I was on that rooftop. Yeah. If you cannot be happy with yourself, you cannot be happy with someone else. Yeah, basically. That's true for me. But some people cannot really define themselves without having someone else to push from, right? So they either need someone to be constantly reassuring them that they are doing things okay, right? Or they need someone they can beat with a bat, so they can tell themselves, I'm not them, and I'm better than them, right? One is basically a dependent, and the other is basically a nemesis, right? They need someone to attack, someone they are not, to actually define themselves. Yeah, basically, some people are a burden just because of the way they are structured, their sense of self. Yeah. That's why, well, I suppose it's very easy to me to notice those people that need to be attacking people for no reason on the internet are the ones that need to be constantly like attacking what they are not, because they are afraid if they don't, they will be accepting that whatever they are not is valid, and that threatens their own sense of identity. Yeah. Yeah. But some people cannot really handle that. They cannot really handle not doing that. So they are either a burden or a nemesis, basically. And it is very easy to tell when one person is like that. Yeah. But yeah, I've been basically seeing a lot of that on Twitter. It's very interesting to observe. Yes. Another thing that might help me a lot is that I am, how to express it? I value explicit knowledge a lot, right? I don't know if you guys know the difference between tacit knowledge and expressive knowledge. I wonder. Nope? Okay, so tacit knowledge is knowledge you acquire by practice and experience. For example, if you ask a soccer player to explain to you how to score a goal on a penalty shot, he will have he will find it extremely hard to actually explain it to you in a way you can actually execute using that knowledge, right? That's knowledge that is created from I don't know how to write this in English. That's it. It's knowledge generated by practice and experience, and it's basically knowledge that is learned by the body or the subconscious, right? So a painter might be able to basically paint the Mona Lisa, but they won't be able to explain or express that knowledge in such a way that they can actually teach someone else to do the same using only their words, right? So tacit knowledge is basically like sports. I don't know how to draw a ball, so this is going to look very ugly. Yeah. Tacit knowledge is born from practice and experience, right? Explicit knowledge is knowledge you can actually express. For example, mathematics, Spanish, English, the languages, grammar. That's the ugliest ball I have drawn in a long time. Explicit knowledge is basically the knowledge you can actually share, like formulas and math, right? Yes, it's basically instinct versus understanding, right? So, usually there is a barrier in between them that someone who has tacit knowledge needs to overcome to be able to transform their knowledge into something they can express to actually teach others, right? And it goes the same way the other way around, where someone with explicit knowledge sometimes have it very difficult to actually use that knowledge in practical situations, right? That's why some children who, well, I say children, some people who like graduate with the perfect scores from school turn out to be awful at their jobs because they have the explicit knowledge but cannot transform it into tacit knowledge, right? They cannot really put it into practice. And there are people that have all the practice that cannot really teach. The ability to go from one to the other is not easy to acquire, right? When I was on university, I don't know if I told you guys that the first thing I did when I entered the university was check the directory for the university, like the organizational, well, whatever, the directory of people within the school, and looked for a researcher that had the knowledge I wanted to learn. And I went to that researcher and requested to join them, right? So they took me under the wing and they taught me how to grab knowledge and move it from one side to the other, basically freely. He told me, hey, if you are going to do research and you are going to write papers, right? Like engineering papers in computer science or that kind of stuff, you are going to need to be able to explain yourself clearly, right? You are going to need to be able to communicate with whoever anyone puts in front of you, right? You need to be able to grab like S-class, SS class knowledge and bring it down to F class in a way they can actually understand what you're saying. And for some reason that's not showing on the stream. Yeah, you need to be able to grab pure knowledge and dumb it down so they can understand it, right? And you need to be able to grab knowledge from someone from the computer science area and mathematics and explain it to someone that is, for example, on medicine in a way they understand it perfectly. Because if you fuck up somewhere, people are going to die. If they misinterpret anything you say, if anything you explain is ambiguous, people are going to die. So you need to be able to express yourself clearly to anyone from any career. Right? So she basically beat into me how to speak in a way that is not ambiguous, or how to speak in a way where you can express knowledge in the shortest amount of words, because the more words you use, the easier it is for you to be misinterpreted, right? And I need to be able to tell when a person learns by watching, or learns by being explained to, or learns by doing, right? I need to be able to understand how I need to present the information for them to be able to digest it and use it, right? So she taught me to learn, right? She taught me to understand. Yeah. And I believe a lot of people cannot really do that, right? They have a really hard time actually expressing what they are trying to say. They don't know, it's not that they don't want to communicate, it's that they cannot, right? They don't have the words. And even then, I need to be able to understand what they are trying to say, interpret it, and be able to explain it to someone else. Even if the person is basically saying nonsense, trying to explain themselves, words that make no sense, absolutely, I need to be able to grasp the idea behind those incoherent thoughts and be able to put it into paper in non-ambiguous terms. Yeah. So I need to be able to understand people. Yeah. It's very, very difficult to learn. Yeah. Basically, you need to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Yeah. You need to be able to see the problem from their perspective, right? When I say red, I need to know what information pops in their head, right? If I say chair, I need to know the image in their heads matches mine, right? If it's different, I need to know what words to use to produce the exact knowledge I want them to have, right? So sometimes I will express things in ways that match more the expressions of an artist if I'm speaking to an artist, right? Or I will say random nonsense because I know the other people will not understand something that is complicated. So I need to reduce it to saying something like, use the MacGuffin on the doobly-doo on the green box to the right, right? Don't use complicated words. Just give a random name to different objects, just so the communication can flow, right? To facilitate communication. You don't really need to say the correct word. You need to be able to basically pass the knowledge, right? Communicate the intention. You need to code the knowledge into a different system, even if that code is only shared between you and the person you are speaking, right? I could literally make random noises if I know the other person actually understood them, right? That's the idea. Yeah, and I believe this ability to consume and dispense knowledge is what lets me, what to call it, not really get lost. Yeah, it's like programmers talking to a client and vice versa if you don't have a skill interpreter log. Yeah, for example, one of my jobs was creating quality assurance tests and information, right? And one of my jobs was that I received the input from a user that is not an engineer, is not a programmer. It might be an artist, it might be an accountant, it might be a secretary. And they will explain the problem they're having on their own terms. They will not use terms a programmer can actually understand, right? So you need to be able to grab that information and put it on engineer terms so they know what the problem is, right? And this, you need to do it on paper. So you receive a report of the complaint of the person, the user, and that might actually make no sense, right? So you need to study what exactly is the person trying to do, what is the problem they are finding, and express it back to the team so they can solve it. Right? Being the interpreter, basically. Yeah. And that is everything to do between tacit knowledge and explicit knowledge. Because the people might have the tacit knowledge that they know the problem they have, but they don't know how to express it. So you need to be able to grasp that knowledge for them and do the transformation, basically, right? Yeah. That's why I end up doing that, where I basically am surfing Twitter, trying to understand why this VTuber is depressed. Like, okay, they are not inviting you to collabs, right? They are not interacting with you the way you want it. You are the one who is having to start the collabs. Yeah. And I need to understand why is that a problem for them. I need to understand why is that important, right? And you may ask yourself, why are you doing that? It's not like I'm going to go over there and try to help them, right? Because I'm not. I do it because if that's a problem from them, it might become a problem for me, right? So I need to learn from their problems before I encounter them. Is the idea, right? And if someone, for example, expresses a very different opinion on a subject from the one I have, I need to understand why, right? Where are they standing that the situation looks so different from mine, right? Because that might be a blind spot from me. So I need to get in their shoes and understand why, right? Yeah. And that means sometimes I have to what to call it, challenge my own beliefs. And in order to do that, I cannot have my beliefs being part of my own sense of identity, right? Because if I do that, I kinda going to self-destruct. So I need a sense of self that is basically immune that kind of thought process, so you don't self-destruct trying to do it, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's the way I think. That's why you sometimes see me what to call it, watching Twitter like I'm watching in a movie. I'm like, why are they thinking that? Why did this person write this, and why did that person react that way? What do these people think of that guy? Do these people is aware of that person, or are they just reacting to this one tweet? Or are they aware of everything the other person is doing? Is this guy attacking for attacking? Basically just trying to differentiate themselves from this other guy? Or do they have a genuine problem with them, right? Is this guy trolling to get some sense of belonging or to kill time because they are bored. Is this guy someone that is dependent on the validation of others, or they are genuinely being pushed away as an outcast, right? Because you need to understand, right? Well, at least I need, because I don't want to get into the same trap. Not that knowing that there is a trap there is going to prevent me from falling into it, but it might soften the blow, right? Not because I know that I need to dodge, means that I'm going to dodge in time, right? Yeah. Also, learning from other people's mistakes is better than learning from your own, in my opinion. Yeah. That's why I like to understand. I try to get in the shoes of other people, and I explicitly seek people who have like opposite points of view from my own, just to try to understand what the hell, right? Yeah. That's why my games are going to have the thing where I show you capitalism, good case, bad case, communism, good case, bad case, tyranny, good case, bad case, right? Watching all those videos of Darwin August taught you to be very careful about machinery. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's the way my brain works, basically. You saw people turn into red mist in more than once. That sounds like they were working with industrial level machinery, and that's really, I think, dangerous. Yeah. Hello, Basil. Welcome. Hello, Basil. Yeah.
Greetings, Ungabung, Amu Verthand. E.
Yeah. Talking about this exchange between tacit and explicit knowledge, you want to know another case why I wanted to learn this explicit way to transform information from one to the other? That I believe is a case why most people should learn to do this. You see, have you seen that one music artist, that band, that singer or whatever, that have that one good song that is a hit and they never get another successful song ever again? Or that one painter that had this amazingly good paint and they never managed to do it again? Yeah. Do you understand why that happens? Why they never actually get another hit? The reason is that they are basically working with tacit knowledge, right? But the tacit knowledge is like my runs in Elden Ring and Hollow Knight, where you see me improve, basically, right? And sometimes do very well against a boss, and then you see me fall, like on skill, and start to falling over and over, slowly going back up, or sometimes even going lower, dying in the first 3 seconds of the boss fight, and then I managed to get to phase 2, and then I drop again, right? That's because tacit knowledge is built over time, right? It's built on practice. But that doesn't mean the knowledge is constant, right? Because you don't have a good grasp on it, it varies over time, right? So, if you don't understand why you were successful that one time, the chances of you repeating it are very low, right? So you need to be able to grab that one occasion when you did very good and compare it to the ones where you did very badly, and be able to tell why one succeeded where the other failed, right? You need to be able to tell, for example, in this game, this mechanic and this mechanic don't work well together, right? Or you see, this song was a hit because it had a good team, a good team. The voice of the singer matched the song very well. The instruments were on point, right? If you cannot really do that and turn this tacit knowledge into explicit knowledge, it's very hard for you to actually repeat the success, right? This is why you sometimes, when you are a programmer, your programs sometimes works and you don't know why. One of those times where you don't know what modified it, what you fix, or where you move something, that suddenly your program just simply works and you don't know why. But you decided, I will not touch it again. I don't want to break it, right? When that happens, you are basically leaving the knowledge as tacit knowledge. You don't move it into your explicit knowledge. You need to understand why did you fail. You need to understand why did you succeed, right? Don't leave a success just as a success, right? You need to take it as a case study. Yeah. Yeah, that's why those artists never hit again, because they don't understand why they were successful on the first point, right? They don't understand the source of their success. That's why I go and it's great, but will it stop Jerry from Donkey Kong rolling over me and shooting me? Yes, eventually, actually, because this is how you basically learn a boss fight. Yeah. You need to understand why you are failing, and when you succeed, even if it's just partially, you need to understand why you are succeeding, right? Because if you succeeded, you need to be able to repeat it, right? And if you failed, you need to make sure it doesn't happen again. Yeah. But those people never actually reach the point where they understand why they failed, right? So they never get another hit, basically. They keep trying to repeat the formula for success, they never do, and they eventually give up, right? For example, my most successful stream and video in my channel, a great example of tacit to explicit is Elden Ring boss fight walkthroughs. Yes, that's indeed true. That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's something that I believe everyone should know how to do. How to transform one kind of knowledge into the other, especially from tacit to explicit. Some people need to learn to do the other way around, from explicit to tacit, but that's a different issue. Yeah. Yes. That's why you see me studying the dungeons of Zelda, because I want to be able to reach that success, right? I need to study it. Yeah. Your whole body ages. Oh, there you go. You had to help your dad dig? Ouch. That sounds like a lot of work. Yeah. Okay, shall we move on to the game development before I keep rambling?
Stream started. Hello. Did she ask for collabs?
Hello. Did it work hard? Yeah. Yes. That's why understanding is so important to me. Yeah.
Greetings Ungapung Amu Verthand. E.
Okay, so this is our little dungeon. Last time we explored the Forest Temple from Zelda, and we discovered that you can recycle loops or combine two loops into one to be able to make like a more concise dungeon. Yeah, that was a very interesting detail. Yes, that I didn't know. There is so much to learn. Okay, let me remove this part. And we will clean this room. Once I finish with these rooms, maybe just this one and maybe the center, I will move on to Game Maker to actually make the game, the dungeon. At least the blank part, using the placeholder walls and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Also, the change lock doors allow the player to get a sense of feeling while searching. Yeah. Basically, one-way doors are one way for the player to feel a sense of freedom in general. Yes. Your elbow didn't enter. That made me wonder, how are you exactly holding your keyboard for your elbow to be able to hit enter? Are you perhaps writing on your keyboard as if it were guitar? Are you typing on a guitar? The one that is actually a keyboard, but guitar? Or yours is an actual keyboard? Computer keyboard? Okay, so this puzzle, I believe I never made it quite explicit how it was going to work. I just said, hey, box puzzle, and that's it. I believe this puzzle will work very well if I made the boxes you still can back on your keyboard. That sounds like you're writing with your face when you say peck. I wanna basically a pushing box, little labyrinth here, basically. So let me see if I can structure this the right way. Have you never typed with your nose? I have smashed my face into the keyboard before. Does that count? It has to be finished. Maybe it's because I had this class, let me complain for a little bit. I had this one class on what was when I was like 12. This is very, very weird. Basically, it was a class where they required us to type on a typewriter, not like a modern computer or a modern typewriter, like a typewriter from the 50s. Basically, it was like a keyboard, but each key was like mechanic, right? And basically you had to push on the keys with your finger, like you were going to stop someone with your finger, like as if you're going to punch a hole and through a wall, because the keys were so damn hard. And they also got mad if you didn't type the correct way. Like if you didn't use the correct finger for the correct key. Yeah. They will get mad, the teacher. And that was such a pointless class. I have no idea why we had that class. Yeah. I'm pretty sure half the class, by the time we passed the class, could literally poke a hole into a person with the string order of fingers. Yeah, it was nonsensical, the class. I don't know why we had it. Especially because we already had computers. I was already using computers, right? And the typewriters they were using were ancient, like they were not even in use commercially anymore. So I was like, what the fuck is this class? And it was a mandatory class. So I'm really confused. Yeah. I don't really understand why that class was there. Okay, so here, the way to solve this is to push this down, right? So I'm going to put a little arrow right here, just so I know which way to move this block. It was just muscle training for your fingers into the program. The issue with that is all the keyboards I have ever used are not even like not even 100th of the difficulty that typewriter was. I don't know how to explain it. Have you ever used your thumb to like make a hole into mud on the ground that is almost dry already? Where you need to basically shove your finger inside the dirt? In a way where you need to basically put your weight into your hand and finger to actually go in. It was like that. It was nonsensical, the amount of effort you needed to use to actually type. And then they started basically, what to call it, checking how much time did we took actually typing. So they started to measure time and starting to ask us to type faster. So yeah, that was kind of stupid. I never found a reason for that particular class. Actually, maybe that's a lie. It was extremely useful to play guitar because I could literally crush the guitar arm with my hand from the sheer stupidity of the strain that I had on my fingers. So that did help on that one. Yeah. Maybe a way to move grades. Maybe I had no idea why they did that. Like at all. Yeah. Let's see. That one needs to go down. So you need to get here, right? So to that end, I'm going to place a block right here. Actually, why am I suffering trying to draw the blocks? I'm just going to make a template real quick and I'm just going to copy. Okay, so one right here. And since the player needs to push from here, I'm going to make another one right there just to secure the area, and one more, right? And then I will close it like this. So the path is basically going here, right? So the player next needs to get right there. And for that, let me, before I forget, this needs to push, no, this needs to push that way. Yeah. That means we need to block right here, so the player has to go right there, right? And let's see. And now that we have that, I will block this right here. Let's place a couple of blocks down here, just to make a little path. Right? So they need to get there. I will place one right here just as an obstacle. Wait, this is starting to get really hard to tell which ones are blocks and weak square are just empty spaces. So let me just I'm going to just do that just so I can actually tell the blocks apart. Right? Yeah, the player can go the other way. I have no issue if the player figures out a different solution. Yeah, I just wanna make sure there is a solution, basically. That's the intention. That's something I also noticed from some game developers. They are very afraid of letting the player find alternate solutions for their problems. Yeah, I don't know why they have so much issue with that. Yeah. Let me place one right here. And they will need to push this over here to open the space to this spot. Okay. You mean from over here? Entering from this side into the room? I could make the blocks stay where you push them once you enter through this door. So lock them in place once you actually reach the door. That's another option. So now the player needs to be able to reach that spot right there. Right? That's actually a very good question. If the player enters through here and they move the blocks in such a way they cannot go down, well, I suppose they can still go back and exit through here, so maybe that's not that much of a problem. Yeah. Okay, so here, now this one needs to be pushed up right here. Ah. Right, so they need to get in here. And if I block these entrances, that means they need to push this in some direction. Let's say down. Right? I can place one right here. And let's see. Place one there. Okay, now they need to reach this spot right here. And let's say they need to push this way. So now I need to make a little path in this direction. Right? So get here. I can make them push this one right here down. Right? And for that they need to get over here. And this one they need to push this way. Right? Am I making this puzzle more complicated than it needs to be? Should I stop here? Careful. I think this is good enough, right? Maybe. Yeah, I can actually find like several different solutions to this already, which is kind of funny. Yeah. I think that's complex enough. Yeah. I'll put just some random loose blocks. Yeah. And we're going to need a reset button. So I will put one right here on the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I already can see a bunch of different solutions that are easier than the one I had in mind. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. I just don't want it to be too easy, but I want it to be solvable at the very least. Yeah. That looks good enough to me. Yeah. What do you guys think? Is it nice? Is it bad? Is it too easy? Is it too hard? Neat? Nice. Okay, so now we have this puzzle that is actually extremely easy compared to the one before. So I'm thinking on maybe reworking this room because I feel like it's a bit too easy. Well, the puzzle that is. So this is basically a little encounter, right? And we already face a challenge puzzle right there. So I was thinking maybe simply give the player a fight instead of the puzzle, basically, right? And I will have this door being open right there. Okay. So it's going to be a simple fight versus, let's say, 2 enemies. We have the enemies undecided, but we know this is going to be a fight, right? On reward, we will give a little treasure chest. Right, and that treasure chest is going to have the key. Right, and we don't put a puzzle there. No need for that. That way you enter here, have a little fight, go out, and you have your key, right? Then you have access to this, you have access to that. We have the entrance right here that is empty and this thing right here. Hmm. 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 Should I put something here to make things a little bit more interesting? Hold on, my cat wants to exit the room. I'll be right back. One moment. One moment. Be right back. Okay. So what do we put on the entrance? Should I make it a little fight? Should I make it a little puzzle? What would be nice? Most of my puzzles are sealing a door, right? Which means I cannot really use keys in general without adding more rooms to open, basically. Actually, I got an idea. A very neat idea. You see this open space over here? How about I add something there? Right? And what I'm going to do is just set a one-way door right here. Basically. Let me just grab some red. Right here, I'm going to make a one-way door. Right? And you were thinking, okay, this is a classroom, right? So how do you get in there? How about if I place a little stair right here? A staircase right there, right? Right? And how do you get there? Basically, I want to do this. I'm going to grab a copy of this area. Right? Basically, we have this area. Let me just put it right there. Right? We have this copy. And what I'm going to do is just do this. I'm going to cut this right here off the picture. And I'm going to cut this area right here of the picture. Right? And we make this line more solid. Right there. And what I'm going to do is very simple. We are going to make a basement, basically. Right? And let me cut up to this spot right here. And cut this out. Okay, so this basement area, if you see I left the holes there, the reason for that is the only way to access this area is by jumping down the holes, right? So you fall in here, to these rooms down here, by jumping from the holes. Actually, I don't need to keep the holes, they are just in the way. Right? You jump down to reach this area, basically falling down the holes. That's one thing I want to implement. To add a little bit of verticality to the dungeon, right? So here I was thinking to maybe add something else, right? So, how about we add not a puzzle, because that means the player could get stuck down here, but more of a little optional thingy. Yeah? Yes? What do you think? Sounds good? Okay, so I will simply add a little door right here. Right, I'm going to make this a one-way door. I just need a little bit of red. Right, and this is going to be a one-way door right here. Right, and here I'm going to have a... How about we have a little encounter down here? Basically an enemy. Actually, not one. Let's add 3 low-level enemies. Right? To exit this. And when you exit, when you win, you are going to get as a reward chest. Right, and that line is way too big. Right, you get a chest. What's in the chest? I have no idea. I just wanted a basement. So you fall here. I'm going to just add a door right here. Right? Yes, Gift card to Applebee's. What was that? Did I saw that in a video? I wonder. I don't remember. One where did I saw that? Maybe it was on a VTuber video, but I saw someone who gave as a birthday present to a different person. This other person being someone whose parents are dead, and they gave them a one-use discount coupon to get a father, and the coupon was expired. And I don't know why I found that so funny. It had me laughing for quite a while. It was extremely funny. I don't know why I found it so funny. Yeah. Maybe some easy enemies down here. Nothing too complicated. Just for you to entertain yourself. And then moving this way. Yeah. $20 barrels of unprocessed oil? Wow. That also sounds like extremely useless gift, indeed. What do we do in these areas? We have basically the rooms to work with, right? We will have 2 fights right here. Yeah, that's funny. What do I do with this? We have 3 rooms. Beneath the sea. Maybe a little puzzle? Would that be fine? Let's put some enemies over here. Just a couple, not many. And here I want to make the puzzle. And I believe this is one mechanic that I should have been using throughout this dungeon. I kinda forgot about it, that it was a thing that probably I should be doing. Let's make the classic torch puzzle. So it's basically little thingy for fire, right? The ones that you need to light up, right? Since we are going to use the ever-burning torch for this part of the dungeon. For this dungeon, I mean. we could simply have a simple puzzle where you light up the torches. Right? Just not being too obvious about it. And we will have some kind of reward that I have no idea what will it be. I will just put it right there. Yeah? What do you think? I think it's a nice puzzle. I don't think there is any purpose to that puzzle, but it's there. And I need a light out version, basically. So let me make one of those. I'm just going to add a little flame right here. Right? And this one I will put like beside the doors or something, just to make it more what to call it, thematic a little bit. And I will put them throughout the dungeons so these ones don't look so out of place. Right, and I can have some over here on the entrance. I still don't know what to put on the entrance. Should I leave this room empty right here? Maybe. Actually, let me move these ones somewhere else. Maybe right next to the entrance to make it look more thematic. And the boss room. And here I could have like one over here-ish. Right? Just so we have some theme going around. Right? Hmm. Am I placing too many? I'm wondering. Or does that look natural? Because I'm starting to doubt myself. Hmm. Something like that. Actually not there, because I believe it will block the movement, so maybe not. What do you guys think about this? We're still missing the contents of 2 chests, and these 2 rooms basically have nothing on them. I could maybe cut the room for the entrance and move the thing up. Maybe that would be a better idea than having the empty area right there. Yeah, because it's basically an area that has no purpose, basically. So maybe I just move the entrance up. Let's see. Yeah, I can move the entrance over here. And got this spot right here of the dungeon. Like that. And the entrance becomes like this. Maybe I can move these flames a little bit. I can maybe place this over here. And this one over here. And place some right by the door. Like that. And this one over here just as a... that doesn't quite look right. Maybe we'll just cut this like that. And maybe I should leave the entrance like this. Yeah, actually. Okay, that actually looks nice. Yeah. Huh. We are just missing the contents of 2 chests. What should we do with this? Actually, I got an idea. A really kinda useless idea, but I believe Zelda does this all the time, so why not? Basically, I'm going to give a key right here. Right? We are going to give 1 key right here. Right? And I will put a lock right here. Does that work? 1 second. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. 1 second. Please excuse me. Okay, so I added a key right here, and I think that's stupid. Why? Because if you fall down here before you get the ever-burning torch, you will be stuck because you cannot actually solve this puzzle. So, what I'm going to do is something very simple. I'm going to move this key to the other room, right? I will place it over here, basically, right? And this, I was questioning what to put into this chest right here, and I think I know what. This one is not going to have a key. I was thinking, okay, I don't really have anything to reward the player with if I give them this puzzle to solve, right? But then I remember something. We have a bunch of treasures we were going to give the player, right? Hide all over the place. So this should be a treasure, basically, because I don't really have anything else to give the player. So I could just simply make this a treasure. I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think? So I'm going to signify the treasure with a goblet. Right? I think that's a pretty good idea. And for this one, instead of redirecting to the same floor or the top area, I was thinking maybe redirecting into the piece of heart. Yeah? So I would be removing this. Right? And I'm going to redirect to the piece of heart. And that would be this right here-ish. So it would be here-ish. Right? And the door will be right here. So we redirect into this, and here we will place some stairs. Basically. Going up, right? Maybe not in front of the door. I can place him like right here on the top, right? And this leads into the piece of hard room, right? Right here. And I can remove this lock door, basically. And I need the stairs down, just to signify there is a way down over here. Right there. With the piece of heart. And this door in particular is going to be a one-way door. Right? That way you go down this hall, go over here to the basement, fight a bunch of guys. Once you defeat them, you can go up here to the piece of heart and exit back into the level, right? Because it would be very hard for the player to actually fall down this hole by mistake. So maybe make it so they can do it on purpose and give it a piece of heart is a very interesting proposition, I believe. Right? On the other hand, on this room right here is way easier for the player to fall down here. So they fall down here. This door won't be locked, so they can literally walk out. Here the flames are missing, signaling the puzzle. They can choose to do it or not. If they do it, they get a treasure. And on the next room, they will encounter a bunch of enemies and a locked door. Right? And here, once they defeat the enemies, they will get the key to actually leave and come back up. And over here, they will exit through here into the same room again. Right? On a one-way door. Actually, I have a better idea. Hold up. Instead of making this a one-way door, how about I simply make it the locked door? I think it would make more sense like that. If I make this the locked door, but lock from one direction, basically. Right? No. Actually, it's better if it's a one-way door. I changed my mind. Because I was thinking, how do you prevent the player from entering through here instead of the other way around? And because I don't want to implement another system to manage that, I prefer to have the one-way door. Okay, so this would be F1, right? This is a one. And this would be big one. Oh. Right. And that's our dungeon. What do you guys think? Maybe the certain room is still a bit empty. I don't know. What do you guys think? Especially this section right here is very empty. We just have a bunch of spikes there that really don't do anything. They are just there for the sake of it. And this should not be here. Right here need to maybe some improvement. Should I make it a little labyrinth maybe? Would that make it more interesting? If I, for example, grab this, the spikes, and I just make a little labyrinth here. Would that make things a little bit more interesting? But what would I put over here is the question. Also, I believe we have an extra key now. Okay, so we enter through here, open this, get the map. Beat the timer right here, go over here, get one key. Go into the puzzle, get over here, grab another key. So we have 2 keys. Right here, you can open here. Move through here. You need to go over here. Solve the puzzle easily. Go over here, fight these guys. Go down, solve one more puzzle to open this. Over here, you push this, and there is another key right here. That would give you 2 keys. Go over here, open this door. You fight this guy to go over here. Fight this guy to get the dungeon item. Go back. Open this door right here. Push down and this to the corner to get another key. So you still have 2 keys. But now you don't really have another place to use the keys. How many locks do we have? 1, 2. Yeah, we only have 2 locks here. This one, it doesn't count because it's basically a key you use immediately. So you only have 2 locks, and I have 1, 2, 3 keys. 1, 2, 3. 4 keys for 2 doors. So I have 2 extra keys here that I need to use somewhere. I could place 1 key right here. 1 lock, I mean. Right? That's 1 key down. And now need to use 1 more. You exit this place with 2 keys. You can use 1 here and do this whole circuit to get 1 more. Right? So you can open this and this, and then you need 1 extra key. Okay, you exit here with 2. You open this. You only have 1 for this one, right? So you do this whole circuit to 1 extra. to open this, and then you have this one key that is extra. So I could just simply delete this one key, since we don't really need this key. Right? I can just remove the puzzle here. And maybe I can just add another enemy to compensate. So now we have 1, 2, 3 locks on the first floor, and we have 1, 2, 3 keys to use, which is good. This one just opens you to these two areas right here, and the other one lets you go all the way in. That means this whole area over here is technically optional now, because you could just grab these two keys and open this and that and immediately go for the ever-burning torch, and then go back and open your way to the boss, right? So this whole area over here is basically optional. Unless you want the heart, the piece of heart. What do you think about this? Is that good? Is that bad? I'm trying to figure out how to make this last area of the dungeon mandatory. How do we do this? Hmm. The most basic way is to lock door until the dungeon is clear. Yeah, but how do I do that? Because I cannot really prevent the player from using whatever keys he has to open any doors, basically. A switch? But if I implement a dungeon-wide switch, this dungeon's complexity is going to skyrocket. It could become basically the water temple from Ocarina of Time, with the 3 levels of water. Yeah. So I need to make this route mandatory without really adding more, basically, because this dungeon is already fairly complex for a first dungeon, I believe. Or maybe I just believe it's complex and it's not really that complex. Another thing I could do is just move this key down here. Make this a one-way door to force the player to go over here, right? To solve this puzzle, next to key and get another key, but that means they get 2 keys in a row, which is not something I want. Then again, this is something you get over here also. So, actually, maybe moving this key is not such a bad idea. I just need to move it to the correct spot. Okay, I think I got an idea. How about I basically grab this, right? And I will put it right over here on the view of the player, so they have a reason to go through the whole loop, right? This one I'm going to keep hidden, right? The dungeon, the chest is not going to be immediately obvious, and I will make this switch hidden, like hard to see, basically. Just to make the last chest a little bit harder to find. Basically, this switch, I'm going to make it like hard to see, but still visible. So you know you need to push this over here, right? That way I force the loop, and I can remove this chest right here, right? Let me grab this guy right here to replace the thingy I removed. Yeah, without the key, this is just a fighting area. Yeah, a preamble to the puzzle that is over here. So I would need to basically make this an easier fight, not a like a mini boss battle or something of the sort. Yeah, I would need to make this a little bit easier. Okay, I think that looks quite nice. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a nice dungeon? Or am I forgetting something? Wait, 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 wait. My brain just... Wait. 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 Oh. Oh. Wait. Where is the compass? Did I forget to place the compass? I forgot to place the compass. I placed it before and then I deleted it when I refined the rooms. Yeah. So maybe I will just set the compass right here. Right? So you fight this for the compass and move on to get the key. And then over here you go over here, solve this puzzle, fight this, go down, solve this one to get the key right there. And this one key will be hidden. That way you can open one door, two doors. And this key over here, there is just one, and you get the compass right there. Right? You get two things over here, two things over here. You open these two and get the dungeon item after defeating the mini boss. Then you go to the main area to get the boss key right here. Right? You use it immediately to open the dungeon boss and head straight to the dungeon boss. Yeah. And as an extra, you can drop into this hole right here in the ground to come down here to this area, go back up, where you will get a piece of heart for your troubles and go back to the main area, right? If you drop down here through this hole, you will go to this area right here with a few enemies, a little puzzle requiring the dungeon item for you to get a treasure. And here I give you one key and a locked door after this fight. So you can exit through here. And you will exit right here. And exit back to the main room. Right? So the only optional areas is basically the basement. Yeah. And the only way to access the basement is to jump into the holes, which technically makes it a secret area. Yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? It seems nice. I like it. Yeah, there are two types of holes. The ones that do damage and the ones that let you through to the level below. I'm trying to not use the one where you take damage. I'm going to try to not use those at all. I want to every hole have a destination, basically. I don't like bottomless pits in video games. I prefer it when there is more complexity to the thing. Yeah. Can the player tell the difference? Yes. I was planning on basically taking a screenshot from the floor below and use it as a background from the floor above. So I will put like a darker version on the hole to make it look almost black. But if you look carefully, you can see that actually there is something below. Yeah, that's the idea. That's what I want to do. Yes. What do you guys think? Is this good enough? Let me save this. Okay, let us make the dungeon now. Let's see. Let me open my... don't shrink. And let me open Game Maker. Let's see. Game Maker. Okay, so let's make the dungeon. Dungeons. Okay. Let me make copy actually. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use this as a base, but I need to change to the other plan setup. Placeholder, like that. And the background is going to be just a solid color. So let me set this. Oh, that looks actually like snow. Wow! Ah! I never thought I already had the assets for this. Ah! Nice! Yeah, it became snow. Look at that. I just swapped the color of the ground. Yeah. And if I put it on black, it looks like this. If I put it on, let's set more greenish like this. That doesn't look bad. Just by changing the colors. Huh. How interesting. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to remove this. So let's. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah. Right. And I will remove this one also. From the walls, I will also remove this. Let's start with that close environment. I will kill the lines. Move this to the rain because they shouldn't be there. Actually, I don't need this right now, so I will just kill those. For the droppers, I'm going to remove all of them. Right? And remove the last bubbles. And we're good. Okay, this is going to be the base. Right? Okay, so now, using this as a reference right here, we're going to start with the entrance, right? Let's see. For the entrance, this is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. Wait. This is 0, 0. Okay. And then this is 1, 0, 0. 2, 0, 0. 3, 0, 0. 4, 0, 0. I need to know the correct position. 5, 0, 0. 6, 0, 0. 7, 0, 0. Okay. So we will start with 7, 0, 0 for the entrance. Yeah, this is basically half the waypoint of the map I have right here. Right? So okay. So let's see. Let me change the name of the dungeon over here. Let's see. This is going to be 7, 0, 0, 0. Like that. Ah. Seven, 0, 0, 0. Okay, this is our entrance. Right? This is the entrance. Let me make a few copies. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Basically 28. Okay. So we need 28 maps. Let's see. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. why do you keep trying to edit the name of the map? 11, 12, 13, 16, 23, 26, 28. Okay, there we go. We have these mini maps, which is kind of funny. I just need to set the numbers correctly. So this is a... I press the grab button. 1. Okay. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9. And we're good. Okay. So we had this, right? The thing I'm going to do here is based on this, I'm going to give names to each of the maps so I don't get lost, right? So we said this is going to be 7, 0, 0, right? This is our X, this is our Y, and this is our Z, right? So this one right here is going to be 7 for the X, 0 for the Y, and on Z is going to be 1, right? This over here is going to be 6, 0, 1. And the one with the puzzle for the boss key is going to be 7, 0, 2. The one for the entrance for the boss room is going to be 703. Right? And the one to up for the actual boss is going to be 704. Over here, this is going to be 801. This over here is going to be 5, 0, 2. Right? Because this is 6. This is going to be 6, 0, 2. This over here is going to be 6, 0, 3. And this one is going to be 503. Just so I don't confuse myself, I need to put some labels down. 8, 0, 2, 9, actually 8, 0, 3. For this one is going to be 9, 0, 1. And this is 10, 0, 1. And 9, 0, 2. 10, 0, 2. Okay. This one right here is 9, 0, 3. 10, 0, 3. And then we have the 9, 0, 4. And 10, 0, 4. Right, and we had with that the entire first floor labeled. Right, for being one over here, we're going to have this room is directly below this one right here, so it's going to be on the same I just realized my mistake. We are going to mark all these as y1 and this will be y0. It's y-axis, yes. So this is going to be 9, 0, 2. 9, 0, 2. And this is going to be 8, 0, 2. This is 10, 0. Nope. 9, 0, 3. 8, 0, 3. 7, 0, 3. And 6, 0, 3. And this one needs to be once. Because I effed up the coordinates. This needs to be a 1 on the whole level. So I can have the basement, basically. I will eventually replace this design with the screenshots, not just my cheated drawing. Yeah. Basically like this. That's how we are going to manage this. Let me kill these so they don't confuse us. Like that. Okay. Oof. So now we just need to set the labels correctly. Starting with the entrance. 710. And let's see. This is the entrance. So this is going to be 710. And the next one is going to be 711. Okay. So 711. Okay. And then we have 811 and 611. So 811 and 611. Right. And next we need the next level. That is going to be 512. So 512. And then we need 612. And then we have 712. Right. 712. Then we need 8, 9, and 10. Okay. 8, 1, 2. Ah. 8, 1, 2. 9, 1, 2, and 10. 1, 2. Seems pretty difficult to keep track of them. Yes, it's actually difficult. Yes. Do I have the 1011? I don't have 1011. 811, I have that one. 911, I don't have it. Okay. So I'm missing 2 rooms, so let me do that. Ah, I hit the wrong button again. So we have 9, 1, 1, and 10, 1, 1. Okay. We had those. The next are 5, 1, 3 through 10. Okay. 5, 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 8, 1, 3, 9, 1, 3, 10, 1, 3. Okay, that's this whole level right here. Now we just need 714. We skip 1 and 9 and 10. Okay. So 7, 1, 4. We skip 8. So we go straight on 9, 1, 4. And then 10, 1, 4. Okay. And with that, we have the entire first floor covered. Now we need to do P1. And that's going to start with 82, 802, and 802, 902. Okay. 802 and 9
B1.
2. B1, yes. And next one is 60329. Okay. Let's see. 603 60, actually 703 7803 903. Do I already have a 903? 903, I really do have a 903. Am I missing something? I had 2 extra rooms right here. Did I miscalculate the number of rooms? Okay, let me do a 1 over for the thingy. So we are in the entrance, right? So here we are going to have basically 2 torches on the corners, right? So I'm going to put some placeholders. I'm going to put barrels. So I'm going to have this one right here, right? On the corners. And for the actual walls, we are going to have a door right there and the entrance down here. Right? That way this is the entrance. Right? Right? Let's see. This is supposed to be... what? 710. This one right here. Okay. So we have that one. Let me close everything else before I confuse myself. Next, we have a little hallway and half the room, right? And given what I see, is 4 spaces right there. So, for 711, this one right here is going to be basically this field for 4 spaces, right? With a little pathway on the center right here, like this. Right? And there is going to be a door right there. And this is the rest of the room. And this is opened, if I remember correctly, like this. Yeah. Now, for the next one, that would be 611. And we're going to 611. Where are you? Right there. Okay. For 611, we have a wall dividing this, and this is 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7 from here onwards. So it's going to be like this. And over here we have 2, 4, 6, 7 also. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So it's going to be like this. Right, and we have a door right there. This area right here is open. Like that, right? And here we have a door right there. I can make this a little bit thicker, just to emphasize the thingy. Right, like that. For this. And now let's make this one. 811. Okay. And let's see. 811. For this one we need basically half the room again. 2, 4, 6, 7. This area is inaccessible right here, and that's 4 blocks up. So 4 blocks up right here. I can cut this like this, right? And this is 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we have a wall right here. And we can create it like this. Right, this area is open. Like that. And we have a path right here. Like that. That's this right here. Now for the next one, this one right here. If we have 911. What is your emergency? And we have 2 blocks and then a wall. Okay. So this is open. 2 blocks and a wall right here. Right? And that's 4 blocks long. 2, 4, so I can maybe give it like that. And then we have a block and the rest of the wall. Like this. And on the other side we have 3 spaces in a wall. So 3 spaces like this. And the wall. Right, and we have a little block right here. Like that. And there is a door immediately in front over here, like that. It's like not really matching one-to-one, huh? I might need to create a different palette for this. Yeah. A different tile set. Let's see, now that we have this, we can do this one right here. 1011. 1011. Okay. And here we have a 3, 6 and a blocker. So 3, 6 and a wall right here. And the wall is 4 blocks tall. Okay. So 2, 4 like that. And on the other side we have other 4 from the top. So 2, 4 like that. We have an entrance over here and one on top. right here-ish. 2 blocks to the left, right there. Right, this is going to be our puzzle room. Now that we have that, we can... Well, this is going to be just a little arena for 10, 1, 2. So 10, 1, 2. This is just a little arena. So there is a door right there. And a door to the south right there. Okay. And for this one, we have the hall and the puzzle. 912. Okay. 912. Right here. This is going to be a door right there and a door to the right. Okay, right here. And then we have a hall that is 3 big after 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And a hall that is 3 big like this. And it's 1 block extra after the door. Okay. So it would be around this big. Like that. Now that we have that, we can do the next area. 812. 812. Right here. And this is going to be... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. Like this. Like that. And here we have it divided in 2. Basically. Right, and here we are going to have stairs and an entrance on the top, and like this. Yeah. And over here is all opened, like that. And we have a door right here, like that. Maybe I can push this up, like, to make it more clean. Okay. Then we have our puzzle room right here. We only have a little wall right there. And this is 712. 712. Right here. Okay. And this is going to have basically no walls. Right? Just one little wall at the very center top. So I find the center and grab this like that. That is going to be our little block right there, where the chest is going to be. Right? And now we go to this one. 612. 612 right here. Let's see. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Like that. Let me check the one below. I believe 6, 1. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be like this. And we have a door right there. That is 4 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And door, okay. 3, 4, and door, right there. And over here we have a door on the bottom. And that would be right over here-ish. Right there. Right? Yeah, okay. And we have another door over here. In this corner. And then we have a wall after 2 spaces. So we're going to have a wall right here. And we have a little block right there. Wow, this is going to be way more claustrophobic than I was expecting. This dungeon is looking smaller every passing moment. Then we have a puzzle room on 512. 512 right here. Let's see. So this has a door for up from the bottom and at the very corner right there. 2, 3, 4 right here. And one directly on top. Yeah, like that. For the puzzle room. Okay, next we have 513. Okay, 513 right there. Okay, this one is going to have a door to the right and a door on the bottom. This is our sub-boss room, basically. Right here. Next is 613. Okay. So 613 right here. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So 2, 4, 6, 7 right here. So we have a wall right there, a door right there, and we have this dividing the room, and that is 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 like this. And this is open. There is a door right here, 3 from the wall, so right here. Now this is looking way more claustrophobic than I have in mind. Like what I have in mind, yeah. Okay, the next one is 713. Let's see. 713. Right here. Let's see. So this has basically a little room on the top. And the one that is going to be sealed by the boss key. Right? And given the one we just did, what is it? This one? It needs to have a wall right here. So that would be right there. Right? The boss room will be, the door will be right here. And this is open with a little exception down here in the middle. For the dungeon boss key that goes right here, right? So that's this. Next is 813. 813. Okay. And here we have the same position as that, all the way to past the center. Okay. So this height right here, basically. And I need to check the one below. That would be H2 to check where this is. And that could be right here. Like this. And let's see, this is clean. So that would be like this. And there is a door right here. Yeah, okay. And to the side we have this opened. Like that. Okay, the main room feels way smaller now that I'm actually making it on Game Maker. Some of the puzzles might need to be edited. Yeah. Okay, and next one is this room right here. That would be 913. 913 right here. Okay, we have the wall open over here. And we have a door directly top and a door at the end, 2 blocks up right there. You really hate learning to do efficient ways to things where the practical way? Yes, that's actually not a nice feeling, yeah. And we have 1 block on the bottom and then straight up, leaving 2 on the right. So that would be like this. Leaving 2 on top, okay. And to the right, that is 2, 4, 6, okay. So 2, 4, 6, like that. And then straight up with just 1, and that is 2, 4, 6 again. So 2, 4, 6, and then we have 3 blocks wide and 4 high, like this. And then 1 line in the middle, leaving 2 space right here. You want to resist overhauling everything? Yeah, I know the feeling. Okay, that's this. Then we have a little fight arena on 1013. 1013. Okay, this is a little battle arena. We have an entrance on the bottom 2 blocks up, right here. An exit on the top, right there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now, the puzzle room. This is going to be an exit on the bottom on the side, okay? And that's 1014. 1014 right here. So in the bottom and on the side, like that. And then we have another arena with the entrance on the center. Okay, that would be 914 right here. Okay. with an exit right there and right there for that puzzle. I mean that arena. Okay, and the next one would be the boss room that is on 714. 714 right here. And that's just an exit right there. And maybe an exit up there for the treasure. That means I need actually an extra room up here, which could be 715. Okay. And so 715, and this would be the treasure room. I forgot about the treasure room right here. I'm not actually sure my puzzle will fit, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I might need to restructure the puzzles because I didn't take into account the thickness of the walls. Yeah, that's my bad. Okay, so that's it for the top level. Now for the big one. So we start with 802. 802 right here. And let's see, this is just a small baby room right here. And it should be 2, 4, 6, 7 wide. So 2, 4, 6, 7 wide. And I will just make the wall right there. And that's 2, 4, 5 tall. And 2, 4, 5 tall. So like this. And then just seal the rest. And the exit is to the right. Too high, like this. So that's the little room right there. And then we have 90. And 903. 903? 902. We are missing 902. That was the other room that I was missing. So 902. Okay. Here we have basically an arena with a single exit over here. So the exit would be right there, I believe. Yeah. And that's it. And next we have the 93. Okay. 903. Let's see. This is just a little room with an exit to the left, like that. Okay, now we have 803. 803 right here. And this one is missing a corner that is 5 by 8 big. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. That's it. And we have an entrance on the left over here and an exit over here. Like that. That's where the puzzle is going to be. And then we have a little hallway right here. That is 703. 703, right there. Oh, it's already time? You're right. This is 5 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And we have a little, wait, not there, right here, but like that. I almost finished, just one more room. And that's 603, 603, right here. Yeah, that's really small, yes. And that's even smaller. 3 is 2, 6, basically. 6 by 3, 6, 8. So we have this, basically. 3, 6, and 8 wide, so that is 6, 3, 6, 8. I will keep it like this. Just to make it a little bit bigger, because I feel like this dungeon is already pretty claustrophobic. And this is 3 space right there. And that's it. We got everything. Yeah, that's the entire dungeon. Mapped. Yeah. Next time we will give it a little run, just to make sure all the rooms are connected correctly and are the correct size. And then I might need to redesign some of the puzzles. Yeah. Okay. We at least managed to finish the skeleton for the dungeon. Yeah. Which is quite nice. Yeah. Okay. That's the skeleton for the dungeon. Let me go back to my room now.
Had to help my dad dig. I still hand back on my keyboard C. Imagine not using telekinesis to type to leave 0 evidence.
Okay, the dungeon looked way bigger on paper. Once I actually put it into the engine, it kinda shrunk. Yeah. I might need to redesign some stuff. Okay. I suppose I will be ending here. Thank you so much for coming to the stream, and we will continue this next time. I didn't expect the dungeon to be that small. Okay. Good night. Sleep well. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Sleep well. Good night. Thank you for coming. Good night. Rest well. I will see you tomorrow for more Elden Ring. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Bye bye. Sleep well. Rest well. Bye bye. And thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good night. Bye bye. Good night. Bye.
To allow the player a sense of freedom while gfrig. My elbow kept hitting enter. Like a guitar, I still hand back on my keyboard C. Nah, just a normal one. What? Have you never typed with your nose? Imagine not using telekinesis to type to leave zero evidence. I heard fox puzzle. I immediately thought you follow a fox to a treasure room. Gemstone emoji, left pointing finger emoji, fox emoji. No. It has to have finesse. That reminds me of JoJo where the guy types on a computer using his stand as to not leave any fingerprints. Oh, like I type then. I made several people mad by typing too hard. Finger exercise. Think of it like a martial arts class. The poke of death. It was just muscle training for your fingies into the programmer you are now. The training arc? Very stupid, Limao. Maybe all a way to buff grades up as well, haha. Buff fingers. Won't the player come from the other way? I meant what if they enter from the other side? Careful. If you elaborate too much you might overlook a stupidly easy solution. Neat. Yes. An used up gift card, yo Applebee's. Bruh. I saw one where this guy gave his friend like 20 barrels on unprocessed oil. Of. WTF am I gonna go with this? Dump it in the sea tilde. Yes. The most basic way is lock door until dungeon is cleared. Maybe a switch. Oh right. Without the key, the room is just a fight arena? Yeah, pretty good. Not as long as the first one. What? I don't remember any compass, so yay. Wait, so there are two types of holes? One where you fall and take damage, and another that takes you to the basement. Okay. Can the player tell the difference? Oh, nice. Seems pretty good. Wait, what? You just swap the colors? Oh nice. XYZ axis? Seems pretty difficult to keep track of them. B1. I really hate learning more efficient ways to do things while the project is halfway. I have to resist wanting to overhaul everything. The rooms are pretty small. Do you think your puzzles are going to fit? Are you sure? Oh, time alert. That's really small. I hope the puzzles would fit. Otherwise you have to simplify them. It became really compact. Okay, good night. Bye everyone.
Croissant.
Good night to you all too. Croissant. Banana emoji. Cat, big black square, cat, big black square.